Hey guys, it's Hayden here making another video. Today we're just going to hang out, we're going to talk about some things, have some fun. I know a lot of people are in quarantine right now, so I kind of want to make a fun video for you guys. Yeah, pretty much. Let's get into it. I was left to my own with all of our vices. Every day was left away with nothing to show, and the walls kept tumbling down in the city that we love. Gray clouds all over the hills, singing darkness from above. And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before? And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before? Am I supposed to be an optimist about this? Am I supposed to be an optimist about this? I was caught up and lost in all of our vices. Every day was left away with nothing to show, and the walls kept tumbling down in the city that we love. Gray clouds all over the hills, singing darkness from above. So yeah, what's up guys? I hope you guys are doing well. I know everybody's in quarantine and it's kind of a bummer, and it's very disruptive to our lives. It's very harmful and very difficult for a lot of people. And I hope that everybody's staying safe. I hope that you guys are staying home and quarantining to make sure that other people don't get sick, because it is more risky for some people than other people. But if everybody chips in and does their part, then everybody gets to stay a little bit more safe. This is definitely like a weird time to be alive. I mean, this hasn't happened in a long time, and I think a lot of people don't realize how severe it is and how important it is for us to do our part with quarantine and stuff. So make sure you're keeping yourself safe and your family safe and taking the necessary measures to protect yourself and your family and the rest of the world, you know. On a different note, make sure you're taking care of yourself. I know it's easy to get stuck into old habits, stuck into patterns of behavior that are toxic. So make sure you're taking care of yourself, finding things to do for yourself, and not getting caught up in your emotions too much, your thoughts, creating a plan for yourself in a direction. Sometimes our thoughts, desires, and sort of urges that we have, our impulses, don't necessarily bring us to the place that we're looking for. It's better to have a plan and to follow that plan for practice and for getting us to the place where we want to go. So make sure you have some sort of plan, some sort of direction of where you want to go during this quarantine time, so you don't just end up sitting on the couch watching Netflix or playing video games or whatever your vice is, eating lots of food. There's tons of possibilities as far as different ways to go down a rabbit hole during this time. So find ways to have fun, find ways to keep it interesting. So I'm going to play another song. I'm not sure what I'm going to sing yet. I'm just going to look things up. Maybe the first thing that came into my head was Where Is the Love by Black Eyed Peas. So we're going to look that tab up and we're going to play that song. So this is kind of a casual video. I'll probably do a card draw later in this video. This is going to be kind of a long video because it's quarantine and people have lots of time, so people can put this in the background while they're doing other things and listen to me sing or listen to any card readings or anything like that I'm doing while they're doing their daily stuff. Not YouTube. We're looking for Where Is the Love guitar tab. Boom. I thought about going live, but I haven't done that yet. It kind of scares me in some ways. It doesn't really scare me. I just don't want to mess it up, which is my own fears that I'm worried about. But maybe in the future at some point, if you guys are interested in me going live, especially during quarantine, I think it would be kind of cool if I did that. So maybe if I get over myself, I will do that for you guys. I think that would be fun. All right, got the tab here. So let's get into it. I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. I'm having fun. My goal is just to have fun on camera, and hopefully you guys enjoy it too. So. What's wrong with the world, mama? People living they ain't go no mamas. I suck at lyrics, by the way, guys, so if this is bad, I'm sorry. I think the whole world is addicted to the drama, only attracted to the things that bring you trauma. Overseas, yeah, we're trying to stop terrorism, but we still got terrorism living here in the USA. The big CIA, the Bloods, the Crips, and the KKK. But if you only have love for your own race, then you leave only... This is a hard song. Then you only leave space to discriminate, and discriminate only generates hate. Rate. Badness is what you demonstrate. That's exactly how anger operates. Take control of your mind and meditate. People killing, people dying. Children hurt, you hear them crying. Now you practice what you preach. Turn the other cheek. Father, help us in guidance from above. People got me questioning. Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? The love, the love. where's the love, y'all? Y'all, come on, where's the love, y'all? People killing, people dying, children hurting, hear them crying. Practice what you preach. Would you turn the other cheek? Father, 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 help us. Send some guidance from above. People got me questioning. Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? The love, the love. Alright, I'm gonna put All of Me by John Legend. I know that song a lot better. Play it on the piano, but you can play it on the guitar as well. On the guitar. What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. Got my head spinning, no kidding, I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm on your magical mystery ride. And I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. 'Cause love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give my all to me. I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I'll give you all of me. Oops. And you give me all of you. How many times do I have to tell you? Even when you cry and you're beautiful too. World is beating you down on the ground with every move. You're my downfall, you're my muse, my worst distraction, my rhythmic blues. Can't stop singing and ringing in my head for you. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me loves all You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me. Oh, and you give me all of you. Cards on the table, we're both showing heart, risking it all, though it's hard. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me. Give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all me. Ooh, and you give me all of you. Ooh, and I give you all. Oops. All of me. Ooh, and I'll give you all of you. Ooh, voila. Alright, so those are some songs that I don't necessarily have memorized. There's lots of songs I like to play, but I don't have them memorized necessarily. But I guess I'll play a song that I used to play a lot when I was struggling. When I wasn't doing well. And yeah, I hope you guys like it. It's by Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros. It's called All Washed Out. Here comes chilly preacher, stomping against the wind, singing love, love is something to believe in. A prayer and the sea, and what it turns to me, crying love, love is something to believe in. Too much out of wonder, rambling. All my crooked fingers point and blame. Just let it all wash out in the rain. Just let it all wash out in the rain. One more for forgiveness, twisting in the cold, singing love, love is something to believe in. A prayer and the sea, and 20 tons of me, crying love, love is something to believe in. Too much out of wonder, rambling. Oh, my crooked fingers point and blame. Just let it all wash out in the rain. Just let it all wash out in the rain. Oops. Pretty much. Alright. Well, I think I played enough guitar for you guys. You're probably tired of my voice and my playing. So I'm going to pull some cards out. Let me go get my cards. Alright, so what kind of cards are we going to do today? I'm feeling these guys, the Animal Spirit cards. The other ones are very intense readings. Oops. So we're going to do a little reading, and we're just going to do sort of, my intention I'm going to set is just for, what we should be focusing on right now in the moment. What we should be focusing on in the moment, what is going to help us through this time, and what to work on for myself and for other people to keep our sanity, to keep us moving forward and not moving backwards. I don't think we can move backwards necessarily. That's just my personal opinion. It's just always just learning, always learning. But let's see what the cards have to say. Set an intention. Thank the spirits. Thank the space. Call in the different directions. All of that stuff. Being respectful to the earth and things like that. Which I wish our culture was a little bit more respectful towards the earth. That would be nice. So one of the cards just came out, so I'm putting that one down. Yeah, that's one thought I had about these are the two cards. All right. One thought that I had about this whole coronavirus thing, I think it's really good that we're coming together and making this happen to make sure that we're keeping each other safe. But it's also kind of sad to me that we're not doing that for other things like global warming and protection of the environment. Those are also really pressing matters that are impacting a lot of species and animals on the planet. But we're not really coming together the way we are for the crisis that we have for ourselves. We're really concerned about our own well-being and our own safety, and not so much the safety of others, the safety of, I'm not saying everybody, but we're generally, as a species, not really concerned for the safety of other species and other animals out there and other wildlife. And to me, it's sad because this kind of thing is happening, not diseases necessarily, but this sort of epidemic where lots of species are dying and stuff like that is happening all the time because of humans. And it's not necessarily viewed as a crisis as much as it is when we get infected with something. We're like, oh my gosh, what's happening? But we don't do the same for other species. And it's just kind of sad to me that, we can come together when it's our problem, but when it's something that we view as separate from us or different from us, we don't address the problem. We just kind of avoid it. Not everybody, but I would say our culture is not really great at taking care of other plants and animals and stuff. There's definitely people working on it and trying to help those groups and make sure that people are taken care of. People, I mean the plants and animals. But generally on a grand scheme kind of thing, humans are pretty self-absorbed, including myself. Definitely can get selfish and self-absorbed sometimes. I'm worried about my own stuff and not necessarily being conscious of what other people are going through, or other beings and species. So just a food for thought, I guess. Yeah. So, anyways, we have the cards here. The first card that came out was, and again, the intention that I set here was just like something to help us through quarantine, give us some guidance as to what we need to do during this time. So, the first card is the Emu. This is a good time to go on a new adventure. That's a great advice right there, the Emu. So, the Emu is a bird with no, well, I guess birds don't have arms, they just have their wings, but emus can't fly, so they kind of have to walk around. They can't fly. They have to figure out how to they have to they have to do everything they do on foot. They can't just fly around like other birds, so they have to be creative if they want to play. I'm just kind of going into this a little bit. This probably emus aren't looking to do these things, but if an emu wants to play or learn something new, it has to walk there. It has to do something that other birds don't have to do. So, yeah, be creative. Find a way to make a new adventure happen, even though we don't have the space we have. Like the emu doesn't have the wings that it normally does to fly like other birds. We have our wings clipped too, so it's important to find ways to find adventure and feel empowered and strong like the emu, because the emu survives without its wings. So how can we figure out how to survive without wings? How do we thrive without wings? It's a great card. Thank you, Emu. All right, second card, Chameleon. Stay in the background and adapt to the situation rather than being conspicuous and attempting to direct the course of events. Interesting, Chameleon. So the chameleon it's a character that can adapt well, that can change its physical appearance, that can sort of blend into environments and roll with the flow. Kind of, they know how to chill and hang out. When I think of chameleons, I think of super chill, super not sneaky, but just like ability to change itself and adapt and kind of watch from a distance. So this might be a good time to sort of adapt to your environment. Well, we have to adapt, because we're in quarantine. But it's also a good time to kind of feel where you're at, feel what color you are, feel what state you're in, and trying not to change the way you feel, but noticing the way you feel, I guess, paying attention to that. And being able to flow with kind of where you're at right now and not necessarily try to force anything. The chameleon's super chill, so they're kind of like, I'm here, I'm on a tree. Oh, I feel that I'm on a tree, I'm going to become the tree. So it kind of becomes the thing that it's close to. So don't allow yourself to fall into bad habits necessarily, but if you do, just know that you can be like the chameleon and you can flow into it and you can flow out of it. You can flow into different states. You don't have to be stuck in this one state. You're very fluid and adaptable, and you don't have to try to force things. You can kind of flow with them and learn as you go. So hopefully that was helpful for you guys. Thank you, Chameleon. Some good advice there. And then we have the Walrus. The Walrus remains vigilant about the current situation. Pay attention to signs and omens and let them dictate your choices. The Walrus. So the Walrus is giving us a different message than the other two. This is remain vigilant about the current situation. Pay attention to signs and omens and let them dictate your choices. So pay attention to yourself. It's similar to the chameleon. Know kind of where you're at. The chameleon was about flowing and kind of adapting to the situation, whereas the walrus is telling you to remain present in the situation, to pay attention, and to sort of be guided by sort of the signs and omens. So if you start to feel kind of bad, or if you start to feel kind of down in the dumps, or if you feel a little bit off, that's a sign. It could be viewed as an omen too, but it's a sign that something is off. Something needs to be worked through or possibly investigated into. So being vigilant and knowing when you're starting to slip and catching it before you get stuck into a big hole, and you can sort of change that state or adapt like the chameleon, or find a new adventure. So it's kind of a combination. The walrus is a good one because it's reminding us to be strong, to be present, and to not run away from whatever's coming up in our experience, to be present and to follow through with whatever's coming up, not just ignoring things. So the chameleon's the flow, the emu is discovery and playfulness and being creative with your space and time, even though you have no wings right now. So thank you, walrus, for reminding us to stay vigilant, to pay attention to signs and omens, and to let those dictate our choices, because the walrus is very strong and present. It's a very grounded figure. It's in water, so it's also fluid, so it's lots of emotions, lots of things, but it learns how to sit on the ground and ground itself and be present with those different aspects of itself. So hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, then that's all right, I guess. To me, it makes sense. So to sum it up, find creativity and flight, even though you have no wings right now. Go with the flow, feel where you're at, get some perspective on things, but don't resist too much. Just allow yourself to navigate through those things and adapt as things progress. And then walrus, stay vigilant, stay present, stay focused, or at least pay attention to what's happening in your surrounding as well as within yourself, so you know sort of what's going on, and trying to catch things before they become a bigger problem. So I think those are all great advice. That's all great advice for where we're at right now, and where what we need to focus on to stay healthy and present and happy through this time where we're stuck inside and not able to interact with other people quite as much. So I think that is all for the video today. It was a longer video because people have more time to watch, so hopefully people will enjoy this longer video, and if not, that's okay too. I had fun making it. So thanks for watching, guys. If you like to see more videos by me, subscribe to my channel. I post pretty frequently, kind of whenever I feel like it. And as always, guys, make sure to seek your truth and to take time for yourself. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in my future videos. Bye for now.